Well, hello everybody, welcome once again to Lightning TV. Saturday night hockey again, of course, and the last Saturday night of the season as Milton Keynes entertain the Fife Flyers. Let's go and check out the action. Lewis Hook it is to open the game for Lightning. And straight away that comes to the stick of James Griffin. Hook now left hand side, takes it centre, goes right hand side. Just dumped in by Pompey, chased in by whose set that was on the boards. Perel goes left hand side now, Fife down his left hand side. Perel again picks up the move he started, gets a shot off just after the whistle had gone. That's an offside call. Nobody circling in front of the net so far. Moyer. Shaber. Down deep back to Moyer. Stockton waits over on the left hand side. Doesn't get it. Comes back to Shaber. Jorgensen creating traffic in front of Henry Parchell. And that's straight into the net. And that's exactly what he wanted to do. Parchell moving laterally. He goes drawn over far too far to the left hand side. And that's the first goal of the game. Goes to Fife Flyers. Power play goal, of course. That'll bring Lightning back to full strength. Good patient work by Flyers. Shaver gives it straight to Moyer, puts it straight in. And it's Jim Jorgensen, I think it is, over that far side there and right in front of Parchell once he'd moved over to the left. Nothing cool, but Pompey was that went over that time. Isaacson now. Got support from Lewis. Hook to his left hand side, Foster to his right. Hook gets a shot away. Great save by Marr. Left pad save. Full stretch. Gives Flyers another opportunity. Passes that in and Hudson gets his stick on that. Opportunity there to get traffic in front of Parchell. Phillips now. Essery couldn't quite get that before he hits the ball, but he picks up the rebound and Kyle Essery will go. He's got Foster for assistance again, and Foster! Kyle Essery straight across the crease. Ben Foster goes top shelf. Great goal, Lightning back on level terms. It's 1-1. Great movement by Kyle Essery. Never ever gives up. Missed initial pass, picked up the rebound on the boards. Off he went, couldn't quite reach that. Goes round us. Statty Moyer straight away across, and great play by Ben Foster. Gives Jordan Moyer absolutely no chance in the 5 goal. It's a level game, 1 each. 12-14 to go in the second. Face off to the right hand side of the 5 goal. Phillips, great play. Hudson now. Bit of energy now from Lightning. Got a goal! Initial shot from Carl Hudson, powered away by Marr. Denny Kearney follows up. 11-17, it's 2-1 Lightning. Good movement from Lightning. Phillips initially. Hudson it was, dragged it through, saved by Marr and straight onto the stick of Denny Kearney. 6 it away, 2-1, and 5 caller timeout. King will pick up the rebound off the boards and Phillips will flick that around. Mele will go onto the boards and pick that up. Phillips waits patient on the blue line, picks up that puck again. Tries to punch it round, goes as far as Kearney. Stockton in attendance for Fife this time. Kearney manages to turn away. Great control from Denny Kearney. Almost gets the backhand, and that's another goal! His signal to goal, it was Tommy Mele at the back post. Great stick work from Denny Kearney. Fantastic stick work, kept possession, and Fife couldn't quite get it away from him, so Denny Kearney just picks up position all the way, and eventually it comes away and just gets it over to the side there, and Tommy Mele's there to poke it home. It's 3-1 Lightning. It's a Lightning goal, of course. Ladies, grab yourself a shot. Bit of debate going on. I don't know whether they're going to go to the goal line technology on this. In fact, it looks like they are. The problem may be that the goal line technology is not working or is not showing. And we had this problem up in Braehead, I think, or Belfast actually. Could have been Braehead during the week. I know it does get a bit frustrating because goal line technology was mandatory at the start of this season across all teams, and of course it was installed here and it's installed in Guildford as a new entrance into the league, and a bit frustrating when it's not working. But I'm sure I've seen the signal there that it's either not showing a picture or it's inconclusive. Signal the goal anyway. The signal the goal anyway. There has to be pretty much no doubt that it was a goal. And after discussion, there's not that much debate from the Flyers bench. So 17:48 to go. It's a 3-1 game. Fife down the left one more time. Fires that down into the corner, goes in deep. Phillips once again will marshal that out. Hook takes a big hit there as he tries to retrieve that puck. Hudson, Doucette comes off the leg of Isaacs, couldn't quite get out of the way. Mele with the forecheck. Here comes Healis, takes it over the line. Fife now with an opportunity, and Parchell up to, Parchell up to the first shot, but it was the rebounds that came in, and Fife get one back. Opportunities for Lean and the ladies to have a shot now. It's a 1-goal game. Lightning 3. 5-2's Shable with the second goal. So Parchell got the first save initially. He comes back out. Shable's there. Johnny on the spot to put that away. 8:11 to go. This is a tight game. 3-2. Kearney couldn't get his stick on that. Pompey will go into the corner. Just evades the hit. Griffin now fires at him. Jorgensen. Under 3.5 minutes remaining now for Lightning to hold on. But here comes Fife again. 3.5 minutes is an eternity in ice hockey. King dumps it off the boards. Pompey looking to do something that time round. King will pick up control there. James Griffin. Been very, very assured this season, James Griffin. I think James Griffin's really grown as a hockey player this season. Mele. All the way through. What a great play. Tommy Mele. That makes it 4. For the Lightning, number 10. Straight underneath. Jordan Miles pads with 2:56 to go. It's 4-2 Lightning. Great play from Lightning all the way through. Comes through, pass comes through. Mele, he's not going to give up. The control on this guy is absolutely unbelievable. All the way through, 4-2. Face off to the left-hand side of the Lightning goal. Stockton and King down for the face-off. Fanucci again. There's Denny Kearney with an opportunity. He's going to go across ice. Going to give it to Tommy Mele. Totally unselfish work by Denny Kearney. Goes cross ice to make sure. Tommy Mele with the empty net goal. It's 5-2 Lightning. What a great way to finish the season at home. Kearney takes it all the way down. Of course, it's an empty net goal. And that's Tommy Mele's hat-trick goal. So there you go, the final home game of the season for Milton Keynes Lightning, and a 5-2 win over Fife Flyers. Now, of course, it was an emotional evening for everybody involved with Lightning as we said goodbye to head coach Peter Russell, who leaves us at the end of this season, and of course his assistant Blaz Emersic, who also leaves us as well. And we caught up with them after the game. So Blaz, your final game, I guess, as both player and the coach, although you're coaching tonight, a win over Fife, the last home game of the season. I guess if you wanted to write the way you were going to go out, you'd want to go out on a high.
Absolutely. I mean, I was lucky to finish my playing career on a high, so obviously coaching career didn't finish on a high as as I would like, but it's always good to go out with a win, especially at home. So I'm sure the fans were pleased tonight, and I'm happy as well with the way the team played, especially being short-handed.
You've had a number of years at this club now, and you've got yourself, I use the word legend out on the ice, but that's the way the fans look at you now. Do you have any overriding memory of Milton Keynes as you leave? Is there any one thing that stands out, or is it just in general?
It's difficult to point one thing out. Obviously, the biggest memory obviously is still the double we done last year. Obviously, is still the shortest in my memory. But it's been a great ride for me. I was here for 7 years probably. But yeah, about 7 years. I knew when I came here that the Milton Keynes is a good, stable club. Looking back now, I think I made a great decision, and I'm happy to finish my career here. So Milton Keynes is always going to be my club.
What happens now? Where does Blaz go now? Is it just a case of, is it backseat, carry on with the day job now, or are you looking to carry on in coaching?
Short term, no coaching, just relaxing. I mean, if you can say that, relaxing. Just working my day job, having my weekends back with my family, which I'm sure my family is pleased, and so am I, so I can relax a little bit. But short term, just that, I'm sure I'll keep coming to see, games in Milton Keynes. Well, probably not every weekend, but as much as I can.
Talked about your family there, and obviously Sylvia, your partner, has been with you for so long, and she's, everybody who knows Sylvia knows how passionate she is, and you can see the emotion tonight as she was presented with her flowers and everything else. And we always say behind every great man is a woman basically kicking his backside, and she's very, very, very passionate, and she loves this club.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think people know her more than I do. They know me. But yeah, she's very passionate. She's always been like that. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She's she enjoys watching the game, and I'm sure she'll miss it. But I think it was a good transition period for me, not playing for a year and just being on the bench. So it wasn't like I don't know, like just out of hockey right away. So it was a good transition period. So I'm sure she's ready to step away, but obviously not for good. As I said, we'll still be coming and watching the games just as fans, and I'm sure that's going to be exciting as well.
It was certainly great to hear you, to know you'll be coming back again. The reception you got tonight alongside Pete out on the ice tonight, the send-off you got from this crowd. I mean, there were no tickets available left tonight. It was a complete and utter sellout, and every single person, the Fife fans included, stood up and made so much noise at the end.
Well, that's one thing about Milton Keynes. The fans have always been great with me, and I'm sure with Pete as well. Obviously, he's going to tell you he had a bit of a hard time first couple of weeks he joined, but I mean, the fans are unbelievable, and at the end of the day, that's one of the exciting things that always brings you back to Milton Keynes is the fans, and everybody talks about it, and until you play here or maybe coach here, you wouldn't know what how the fans are really close to the team, and that's one thing that I will always carry in my memory till the rest of my life.
Blaz, it's been an absolute pleasure watching you play. It's been an absolute pleasure having you around the club and getting to know you as well. Thank you so much for years of service to Line, and wish you all the very best to you and your family and everything else you do. But thank you so much.
Cheers. Thank you.
So Pete, on the ice out there a little while ago, you said it's probably the longest exit of anybody in the club history. Does it feel like you're just making goodbye speeches?
It's just going on, and it's it gets it's frustrating for me as well, because you don't really know what to say in the end, and it's like it's been a real challenge, and I think I've handled it pretty well, and I think the players have been awesome, because it's been a lot going on. But you know what? Every day you learn something new, and I think I learned something through this. But so it's great.
We've always said when you first come into the club, it was a difficult time for you, and there was a time at which one point, I think it was one of the away games, when you said it clicked. You got MK, and MK started to get you, and that reception for you tonight with your partners on the ice and the kids and your families on the ice and everything else. That absolutely spoke volumes, didn't it? The noise they made.
Yeah, it's great. A lot of people stayed behind there, and we appreciate that. It's awesome, and it's a nice way to go, and and I've enjoyed my time here. I wish I could have done a little bit better this year. That'd have been better, but you know what? You need different challenges, and this year I learned to be a stronger person and deal with defeat and a lot of times in hard things. And if I wasn't here, that wouldn't have happened. But my daughter came here when she was 1. She's leaving 4, and she's grew up and she's at school, and she'll never forget last year the double and things like the GB thing, and everything happened over here. Memories that won't ever go away from us. We've met lots of friends here, Chris, and I'm sad to go. I like it here.
What's next for you? I know obviously you got GB coming up. Is it a case of really sit back, you got GB, get that done, sit back, take stock, see what's about?
Yeah, for sure. It's not as easy as it is. People think it is to get a job. I'd like a job. I think I've got more to offer. I think this year's been fantastic for me. I've made mistakes this year, and we've had injuries, whatever. Every team is in. We had a lot of injuries, but inside that I could have been better, I think. And I think this has made me look at things a little bit different, and I'm happy I got that. I'm good when I make mistakes. I usually learn from it, and you grow that way. So I think I've grew as a coach and a person this year, and I'm going to take that away. And maybe something will come in, and somebody will be getting a better Peter Russell than the one that came here. That's for sure. That's
brilliant. Now I asked Blaz the same question a couple of minutes ago. In your time here, if you could pick on one thing that would be your overriding memory, or a couple of overriding, if there's one thing that stands out, what do you think it would be?
It's a tough one. Like, obviously a double was awesome. Do you know what I mean? Like, Carsey scoring, and he's his last year and here, and it's been a few. I just think there's been a few things like we won, yeah, but I was so proud to be part of the guys' jerseys getting retired. I'd never been involved in something like that before, and to see their faces like getting that put up there was amazing. To see how much it meant to them, and I think Coventry last year, the amount of fans that were there, that was crazy amount of fans. Like, for an EPL team, I'd never seen that many fans there before, and that was an unreal memory. And last year was probably my biggest year in hockey with the national team, everything. But you know what? It's been loads of nice nights, but I think the biggest one ever was coming back here. And there was like 300-400 fans in the stands after we won at Coventry. And that blew me away. I couldn't believe that. Everybody had been drinking, and we came in, and stands were full up there, and people are singing. I was like, what is this? This is like, I thought that was, but that's Milton Keynes. Like, people should never forget the fans are this club. And that's the family part, the fans and the player. I love that. I love it, and I've met so many people here, and hopefully I get to come back with another team and enjoy it again.
Pete, well, you've got a few memories that you take away with us. I can promise you're giving all the fans here and everybody involved with the club so many more great memories the few years that you've been here. Thank you so much for your time, and we wish you all the very best.
Thanks, Chris. Cheers.
So many, many, many thanks to Peter Blaz for taking the time to come and chat to us after the game. I know it was an emotional night for him, and we wish both of them and their families every success for the future, of course. Now, that's it from Lightning TV, from the home games as far as that's concerned, the hockey's concerned. I want to thank everybody watching us throughout the season. I want to thank all of our production crew, everybody involved with Lightning. Keep your eye out for us during the summer. We'll certainly be around. But for now, take care. Thanks. Goodbye.